guys, welcome to Planning with Crystal. Today's unboxing is favourites and empties and kind of new discoveries from April 2024. So empties wise, I literally have one this month. But I want to talk about it and I want to take you through some things I've discovered and loved this month in the hope that it can help you to find something new and exciting in your life. So everything I want to talk about is skincare, it looks like this month, with the exception of a foodie experience I'd also like to share because I've been enjoying that too. So the first and only empty is by Drunk Elephant. It is their C Firmer Fresh Serum. I have spoken about this before and it is brilliant. This is my favouriteest vitamin C ever. Yes, I know favouriteest is not a word, but I've invented it because it's that good. So I'm now on to my full size. I've spoken about this before. I think it definitely got better since you mix it yourself because it stays fresher because obviously you're only like activating it when you want to use it. So this in a full size is 30ml for £70. So it's not cheap, but it absolutely works. It is just like a clear serum. That's how fresh it is. And I don't rub my hands together with it because like now my hands have been vitamin C'd and nowhere else has. But obviously I've already done my makeup and skincare for the day, so I'm not going to be putting it on. I just wanted to kind of show you it's super, super lightweight. It isn't scented. So it does have that almost hot dog scent to it, which I know people don't like. I kind of do. I know it sounds weird, but because I associate positive things with using this product, I kind of like the smell. Is that weird? But yeah, this is the one where you get this and a little bottle with it and you basically pour the serum into a powder, mix it together. It's like a liquid and a powder. You mix it together and you follow the instructions. It's super easy. And then it's in this pump style bottle so it keeps it fresh until you're ready to use it. So I just use a drop or two every single morning and my skin looks so bright and glowy with this product. I have tried lots of other vitamin C's, nothing compares to this. I love it. You will not hear a bad thing from me about this product, it's amazing. So years ago, before you used to activate it yourself, it did tend to kind of go brown quicker, which if it goes brown tends to mean it's not working, so it was kind of annoying because it's not a cheap product. So now they've reformulated to mix the product yourself, so much better. The next thing I've been loving this month, and you may have seen this if you have seen my latest Cult Beauty goodie bag because I bought another one, that's how much I'm loving it. It is the Pharmacy Honey Halo, which is a super moisturising moisturiser. See, I'm just inventing more words. And this one is so comforting. I was worried about using it because I'm oily combo. I was worried it's going to break my skin out. It did not. It's just beautiful. And it smells a little bit like honey, although that dissipates quite quick when you put it on the skin. It's just awesome. The only downside is I kind of use like a spatula thing to get it out. This does not come with the product because I find it really difficult, particularly to get into these outer corners. So I don't think the jar is designed that well, although it is like a nice glass. But I've mentioned recently, I think I might have mentioned it in my last favourites, I am using a product from Dermatica, which is a prescription retinol, and it's making my skin super dry, which they do. This is like the ultimate comforting moisturiser, yet it's not breaking my skin out. So it's a winner on so many levels. It's so good. And to be honest, if it wasn't for my skin feeling drier, I would never have tried it because I've had this before, like it's come in goodie bags and stuff before. I think that's where I got this one as well. And I've kind of thought to myself, well, that sounds really nice, it smells really nice, but actually an intensive moisturiser, just, I don't need it. Well, now I do. I don't think I'll be ever leaving it behind completely because it's lovely, and now that I know I can use it, I absolutely will. Like, I'm not in fear of breaking out and stuff. And I'm going to link everything in the description box, by the way, if you see anything you're interested in exploring further. I am going to report back on my Dermatica experience, but I'm waiting to have that like full rounded benefit of hindsight timed experience so I can report back on the different stages of the journey, because it can take your skin a while, I guess, to get used to something prescription retinol type thing. Anyway, all the words that aren't words today that make no sense. Welcome to my channel. The next product I've been reaching for this month and really loving is by Tilbury. It's their Super Fusion Facial Oil. This is actually a travel size. I love that they do a lot of travel sizes because you can try it out and see if it works for your skin before committing to a big one. I actually would recommend potentially getting this in a travel size because you really don't need much. I just use 1 or 2 drops a day and that is enough for like my whole face. It's so moisturising. It leaves your skin like super glowy. So you could use it during the day for a glow. I actually use it at night and it actually sinks in well on top of my moisturiser. If you just compare, you can see how much glowier this is. It doesn't cause breakouts, which again is another major concern when it comes to oils. It's almost like a dry oil, so it doesn't leave your skin feeling like super oily and like greasy, which is obviously a concern because you're putting it on last, like it's a step after your moisturiser, which I kind of found difficult to get my head around because I'm thinking, like, I feel like moisturiser sandwiches all your serums in, so why am I putting an oil on last? But I think it's to do with the different layers of like products and, you know, thickest to thinnest, thinnest first, thickest at the end, or something like that. I've read it. They recommend it last. I'm following their directions. But yeah, my concern is real. I don't want to lie my head on the pillow and then like stick to it or leave a big oily mess on my pillow. And you do not with this. I literally do all my skincare. I tend to like brush my teeth last so that my skincare gets a minute or two to sink in before I jump into bed. So it has had a minute or two before I'm like hitting the pillow, but it isn't greasy. As long as you just use 1 or 2 drops, which is awesome because it means it'll last for like ever. I mean, I've been using this now for the whole month and barely any of this is used because a drop or 2 is all you need. And I love that. I love the like value feeling of having 1 or 2 drops of a product be enough so it lasts like forever. Anyway, another thing I have to talk about, I've been bringing this up so much, but I just love it. I'm totally in love with it. It's by Ultraviolet. It is like, they're calling it Vi's Closet of Cuties. I call it an SPF wardrobe. You open it like this and it has got, Crystal can't count, 7 products in it, starting off with their Sheen Screen Lip Balm, which I am wearing right now, which is in the shade Bejeweled, the Supreme Screen Hydrating SPF 15ml. I've also got this on today. This has been my kind of go-to while I'm wanting a bit more hydration with my skin. We've got SPF 50 Lean Screen Mineral Mattifying SPF 15. This one I really like because it mattifies. So if you've got super oily skin and you're like, I don't need any more oil, if anything I want to mattify, it does that while protecting you from the sun. Then we've got the Clean Screen Fragrance Free Sensitive Facial Sunscreen, Skin Screen rather, but that one is only SPF 30. We have got their Preen Screen SPF Reapplication Mist, which I also have in a full size. I think it's in my suitcase because I travelled with it recently, but it's basically a spray so you can top up your sunscreen throughout the day. We've got the SPF 50 Fave Fluid. By the way, the spray is 30ml and the Fave Fluid is also 30ml. This is brilliant. This is one of their sort of newer launches of SPF and it's so lightweight. It's like to the point where you're like, did I apply it? Did I remember to apply it? Because it's like a thin, super thin liquid. So if you don't want that feeling of having a heavy SPF on, not that any of these are heavy, they're not, then I would say to go for that one. But it's brilliant. It's SPF 50. Wore it on a holiday to Florida. Never get burnt. Everyone else I was with did. But yeah, they're grown-ups, it's up to them. Next, the SPF 50 Extreme Screen Hydrating Body and Hand Sunscreen. This one, sorry, Skin Screen, I keep saying it wrong. 30ml, they're all UVB, UVA protection, all really good. Ultraviolet is an Australian skincare brand. The Australians know what they're doing with skincare, let's be honest. And yeah, I can't recommend them enough. I love them all. So if you've never tried the brand and you want to like try everything, it's awesome for that. I don't need to try them all because I've tried them all. I own most of them in a full size. I just like the minis because I love when I'm out and about on holiday, having one with me, like in my handbag or my little bag or whatever I've got with me so I can top up my sunscreen. Or if I'm just going on a short trip, it's sometimes like enough for one of the smaller ones for my face. So yes, love that. Love it, love it, love it. Very, very happy I got it. Amazed it hasn't sold out actually because it's good value and it's awesome. Anyway, I'm going to calm down. The final thing I wanted to tell you about is a bit of a taste experience is how I'm calling it. I finally tried one of these Gusto boxes. So I tried HelloFresh ages ago and then I saw like an advert for Gusto and I was like, I want to try that, see what that one's like. And I really like it because, I mean, first of all, I actually think it's quite good value. Certainly if you use someone's link when you sign up, and I've got mine in the description box if you want to, you get 65% off your first box. So for example, I bought a box of 5 meals for 2 people with a discount is less than £20. Now you can spend more if it's for more people, you can spend less if it's for fewer meals, and you can spend more if you want like steak or, you know, expensive things. But you can totally do it within a bit of a budget as well. Now that is obviously only the first box, but after that you also get 2 months of 20% off. So I'm now onto my second box. So I got one to try it, loved it. I've even recreated some of the recipes. And that's what's really good about it, isn't it? Once they've sent you the recipe and you know you like it, it's like a new recipe you can add to your arsenal of different meals that you're making. Because for us very much, we eat the same things over and over again because, I don't know, that's just what we do. I don't know why we do it. So it's nice to introduce something new and maybe try things I wouldn't have tried. Because sometimes it's about having all these like little individual spices for a meal. So like one of them had 10 different types of spices and random items in that I would never have had in the cupboard. So it's like if I hadn't got that kit, there's no way I'm buying 10 items to make one thing that I might never like again. So for me, it kind of made it exciting. It was like we were excited to cook together instead of just one of us doing it, because it was like, oh, let's do this together. It was like a bit of a fun experience almost. So the first box I got 1 pot barbecue pork with smoky potatoes and slaw. Amazing. Peri peri chicken and pepper rice. Pretty basic to the type of things we eat anyway, but like an elevated peri chicken to what we normally make ourselves. Turmeric cod with curried lentils. This was really good because I like lentils, but they don't really taste of anything. So with some of the ingredients they added in this, it just made it super tasty. The garlicky harissa, haddock and tomato gluten-free linguine. That was very nice. And I love the fact that they have options of like gluten-free, dairy-free or vegan they do as well. And I think like low calorie, easy everyday, family recipes, so many different options. An oven baked honey and soy beef with sesame rice, which is also really nice. So we love the first box. We've ordered another box, so I just thought I'd talk about it because I think it's really good. So this week's food is going to be oven baked pea leek and bacon risotto, paprika king prawns with tomato and coconut dal, 1 pot fable mushroom biryani with mint drizzle, 1 pot basa and Mexican style rice with lime mayo, and sticky chili chicken with salt and pepper chips. I'm excited for that. So basically it all comes in a box. It is delivered when you have arranged, like on whatever day. If you're not in, they will leave it somewhere safe at your property, and it's got like ice packs and stuff to keep everything fresh. And then everything you need to make the recipes is in there. So I like it. And I liked the fact as well that a couple of days before my box came, maybe the day before, I got an email to say, these are the recipes you've chosen, because I've chosen them in advance, and basically these are the expiry dates, so you can already plan before your box gets to you what you're going to have on what night. I'm a bit of a planner, so I like as much information as possible, so that appeals to me. But yeah, really enjoyed it, so if you do want to try it out, there is a link in the description box. So I really hope you've enjoyed watching my video. I know it's a little bit of a short one, but I still wanted to jump on and try and keep doing these favourites videos. So I really hope you've enjoyed watching the video. I'd love it if you give it a thumbs up. It lets me know you're enjoying the content I'm producing, and I'd love it if you subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell to be notified when my next video goes live. Thank you so much for watching. Bye guys.